It's like a fever dream, the memory of that whole time. We turned on the television and saw the second plane hit the second tower. We went out to the fire escape because you could see the Twin Towers directly at the end across the water in Lower Manhattan. I think the most salient image for me around that time was looking at the towers and seeing like a flurry coming off the towers and thinking to myself, my God, even the birds. And then it was like two or 3 days later that I realized, it really hit me hard when the stories started coming out about people's last moments, that those weren't birds. This poem, designated New Yorker, is about grief and grief at a distance. As a New Yorker, kind of looking towards New York and feeling like a big part of me is there and will, always be there. Designated New Yorker. It is my heart, my heart back in New York, that nature is breaking, the way a mother breaks for what she cannot leave. Once upon a time, the city was a pillar to me, third leg of my proverbial stool, the other two being the street and the street, meaning my heart can be scarred or slow to forgive, meaning it knows that towers fall, that pillars falter. But faithful still, I walk myself each day, like I'm my own dog, sole owner of my animal fears, in need of peace and fresh air, like children and linens, like the wind, which in French is le vent, root of ventilator, wind maker to lift the sails of ailing lungs in Elmhurst, Queens and beyond, to stir the souls beneath the hallowed ground we now call freedom. It is my heart, my heart back in New York, that breaks as it designates love for firefighters, especially those who scaled the smoky stairs, who carried the living and the dead in their arms, who carry them still. Love also from afar for truckers and clerks and nurses, for my mailman Mike, and women around the world who march for their rights while men throw rocks at them. And when there's no more stones, they throw their shoes. Love, too, for dolphins who fake news never once swam in the canals of Venice. But love, nonetheless, for all the stories too thrilling to be true. Love even for molecules that might kill me in the subway of my mind, or from across the 6-foot divide at the checkout line, and for wintergreen mints tossed in my basket at the last second, their hospital scent suddenly synonymous with death and pandemic. It is my heart, relentless resident of love, that grows to a towering proportion in the absence of those who were stolen or who slipped away. It is my heart which counts you and me among those who get to stay.